President Trump signed an executive order Thursday aimed at limiting the broad legal protections enjoyed by social media companies, 2 days after he tore into Twitter for fact-checking 2 of his tweets. "We're here today to defend free speech from one of the gravest dangers it has faced in American history, frankly," Trump said from the Oval Office. A small handful of powerful social media monopolies control the vast portion of all private and public communications in the United States. The president said the tech companies have unchecked power to censor, restrict, edit, shape, hide, alter a large sphere of human interaction. "They have points of view," he said. The Trump administration hopes the order will eventually set the stage for new regulations on tech platforms such as Twitter and Facebook. But legal experts said they were doubtful the move would have any practical effect on the tech giants. Legal observers described the action as political theater, arguing that the order does not change existing federal law and will have no bearing on federal courts. Twitter, in a statement, called Trump's order a politicized approach to a landmark law, saying attempts to erode the decades-old legal immunity may threaten the future of online speech and internet freedoms. The president's latest confrontation with Twitter was set off after the tech company placed fact-checking warnings on 2 of his tweets that claimed, without evidence, that casting ballots by mail allows for voter fraud. Both Democratic and Republican states have used voting by mail for years, without reports of widespread fraud. Trump lashed out at Twitter, comparing the fact-checking labels to censorship and accusing the social media giant of stifling conservative voices, though the president did not provide any examples to back up his assertion. The president, who often uses Twitter as a megaphone to tout his victories and blast his critics to his more than 80 million followers, said Thursday that if he had the legal authority to do so, he would completely shut down Twitter. "I think I'd be hurting it very badly if we didn't use it anymore," Trump said from the White House. "We have other sites we can use, I guess, or we'd have to develop other sites." Twitter, in a statement, legal immunity may threaten the future of online speech and internet freedoms. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey said Wednesday that the platform will continue to warn users about factual distortions on it. "This does not make us an arbiter of truth," Dorsey wrote on Twitter. "Our intention is to connect the dots of conflicting statements and show the information in dispute so people can judge for themselves. More transparency from us is critical, so folks can clearly see the why behind our actions." Dorsey's comment was an apparent response to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, who told Fox News earlier Wednesday that social media companies should stay out of the business of weighing in on what is true or not. "Private companies probably shouldn't be, especially these platform companies, shouldn't be in the position of doing that," Zuckerberg said. A Facebook spokesperson added that ending the liability shield for social media companies would make sites responsible for what billions of users around the world say. This would penalize companies that choose to allow controversial speech and encourage platforms to censor anything that may offend anyone, spokesperson Andy Stone said Thursday. The White House order takes aim at a 1996 law passed by Congress that has often been at the center of political fights over regulating speech on social media platforms. Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. The law protects internet companies from being sued over content that appears on their platforms and allows for content moderation. The removal of a post is left up to the internal rules of companies such as Twitter and Facebook, provided those decisions are made in good faith. Courts have repeatedly upheld the law in favor of technology companies, even when the statute was used to defend websites advertising children who were forced into sex trafficking. In 2018, Congress amended Section 230 to hold websites legally responsible for promoting prostitution or victims of sex trafficking. Trump's order seeks to chip away at the vast legal protection Silicon Valley has long fought to preserve by offering a new interpretation of the law. The order argues, in essence, that if the social media companies restrict certain voices on their platforms, the companies should be stripped of their legal immunity, opening the doors to a wave of lawsuits over content seen as defamatory.